Cubicle has answered all my questions. The joys of travelling, and my one and only Dunny story that I have, which I'm sure that under present circumstances many of you will relate to. And this is a true Dunny story. You find some makeshift dunnies when you're travelling our land, from thunderbox to drop-down loos to pits dug in the sand. But when we went abroad for rite of passage, as you do, we found that some countries were devoid of any type of loo. Now Middle Eastern deserts spread much like terrain out west, and I was busting for a stop along with all the rest who travelled with us on a bus across these arid lands, when into sight, like a mirage, some bushes in the sands. Oh, the bus pulled over and the blokes lined up because, well, blokes are well equipped. But we girls, we each found a private bush, and with dignity we stripped. But when we were all compromised, each bush let out a hoim. They were army men in camouflage.
This is true.
It was an undercover ploy. We thought we'd hit the jackpot in a small Iranian town. There were 2 signs, women and men, and separate stairways down. Well, we were overjoyed until we found with some dismay that toilet paper is not known and to wash by hand is their way. But Girl Guide motto, what is it, ladies? Girl Guide motto? Be prepared would see us ladies through. But there was great commotion from the men's end of the loo, and the blokes raced out the male side with their trousers down half-mast, and an old hag with a water bucket tried to stop them getting past. It was her job to wash the butts of all who pulled a chain, and I'll tell you there was not one bloke who would use that loo again. We travel overseas our own horizons to expand, and we come back appreciative of living in this land. That what got expanded most of all on my Arabian jaunt were my kidneys and my tolerance. So now it does not daunt me if I see a long drop loo, and my secret I'll disclose. Through years of travelling, I have learned to hold on to my nose. I could go on for hours about calamities, but I will tell you, we were up in the Kimberley, and we do a lot of travelling round in the outback and over in Western Australia. And while we were up in the Kimberley, like, people are doing this all the time. You know what they're doing? Selfies, yes, selfies, exactly. So this led to my selfie, which I have called, I thought, well, I won't write a poem about that. So I called my selfie Photo Shoot. Now, I had to go to Sydney for the birth of grandchild 5 and leave my poor old bloke alone. There he is now. How would he survive?
Very well.
Did you?
3 days.
Oh, so just to let him know that I was missing him a lot, well, I thought I was, while I was in the bath, I emailed him a selfie shot. He got it on his iPhone, sent a text that I looked great, and he said to hurry home because he simply couldn't wait to have me there beside him in our long-term marriage bed. And I had a little giggle about the tender things that he said, but hubby, he isn't used to all the gadgets on his phone, and parts of that technology it's best to leave alone. His wits are not the best these days since he's turned
42.
42, but fiddling around 42, look at him, but fiddling around, he stumbled onto what the young ones do, and through a simple accident, my photo in the nude got muddled up with Instagrams and with texting lewd and rude. Now, I'd heard about those starlets, Hollywood celebrities who give young blokes the liven up and old blokes, memories. But I'll admit my unclothed form has seen much better days, and me, sat there in naked bliss, did not evoke much praise. In fact, the comments posted, about as rude as they could get, would cause stromatolites to get insulted and upset. Now, the first one simply told old mate that he should get new glasses. And there were lots of comments about drop boobs and wrinkly arse says one, suggesting airbrushing to take away the lines. And another said that smoother skin was found on porcupines. There were comments about varicose and spider veins and lumps, and someone asked naively if my thighs had the mumps. And under 20 posted, "What an ugly looking bat, and fancy taking selfies when you look as bad as that." A Twitter said, "Arrest that bird. She really is obscene. She's not had a Brazilian." Whatever that might mean. When I got onto YouTube, I got 1 million hits and the cyber world was jammed to see my dinosauric bits. I dreaded going home. What would embarrassed hubby say? My photo shoot portfolio was Google of the day. But hubby, he hadn't seen about the lumps and the bumps and the sags, and he hadn't read a single word. He'd simply counted tags. "Oh, Dal, you are quite famous, just like a movie star. And far as I'm concerned, you beat the pants off them by far." So as beauty is in the eye of the beer holder, I just said, "Here, have another stubby, Dal," and I took him off to bed.